Welcome back. This is still iBrand Daybreak. Now let's head into the next thing we have for you on the show today, which is the paper review. Now I'll move straight into what the national dailies are saying this morning as we take a look at the major stories on the front burner in the country this morning. I'll start off with this one's on the Daily Sun, and the main story on the Daily Sun this morning is about Masari passing a vote of no confidence in the Inspector General of Police. The riders with that one says police boss lacks capacity to secure Katsina State Police now necessity. This is coming from Iwanyanwu. When you move to the top of the paper, you see the one about Enugu State, the State Assembly passing the anti-open grazing bill that's in agreement with the state governors in the southern part of Nigeria reached some months ago, and this one is coming from the Enugu State House of Assembly. At the base of the paper, the one about FG, the compulsory vaccination. That's the ones on the Sun this morning. I'll leave success to do the rest.
Now we're moving on to the Nation newspaper. I'll start from top to bottom. Secondus ignored party dues for 4 years. Only NEC can suspend me. Court freezes 19 billion naira in ex-bank MD's account. And we'll just move down where we have Delta Court didn't stop Buni as APC chairman. And the screaming headline on the Nation's newspaper this morning says, government mules compulsory COVID-19 vaccination. We have lots and lots of riders on this one, but I'll just leave it to Jidechi to carry on with the next daily.
Okay, now the next one for us is The Guardian, and just top to bottom would be the pattern I'll be taking this time around. At the top, you see that one that is about Nigeria, 41 others risk missing crucial COVID-19 vaccination target. Just after that one, there's the one about the president ordering investigation of 6 trillion naira investment in NDDC. After that one, FG moves to make COVID-19 vaccination mandatory for civil servants, and you can see the one about 5,890 terrorists surrendered in past 3 weeks, says the military. More of this one you can find on page 5 of the paper. The screaming headline on The Guardian this morning: losses to market fires hit 41.54 billion naira in 2 years. That's the one about fire and markets in Nigeria. And at the base, you see the one APC goes ahead with local government congresses despite Asaba court order.
Okay, now we'll be moving on to the Punch newspaper. The screaming headline there says federal government's 3-year deficit hits 15.4 trillion naira amid a revenue crisis. The writer there says that revenue stood at 12.79 trillion naira. Aggregate expenditure 28.14 trillion naira. Reduce high cost of governance, boost task. Expert advise federal government. And at the top of the paper, we see talking about the Twitter ban. Twitter ban remains, says NCC, as Nigerians lose 220.36 billion naira. More about this on page 27. Delta Court judgment, no going back on Saturday congresses, APC insists. And no quick fix to doctors' demand. This is coming from Mamora. More about that on page 7. At the bottom of the paper, we have uncompleted project Niger Delta despite 6 trillion NDDC allocation. So lots and lots of stories on here. But the one that has caught my attention is the Twitter ban remains, says NCC, as Nigerians lose 220.36 billion naira. Jirechi.
Yeah, it actually leaves me wondering, are we at this point considering the economic value of this ban on the economy? You are losing money and you insist the ban should remain. Why are we making such moves at this hour? Is this something we would accord to a political reason? Is this something we accord to personal reasons? I really don't understand why, because there's no economic advantage to the reason, the fact that the ban is still on at this point. I was thinking originally that with the consultations that were going on, we would have reached an agreement that, okay, this ban is actually creating more harm than good. Why not do something about it? And it actually is shocking to see that this ban should
because at
stand.
some point we heard that they were considering lifting the ban, and I was happy because I was thinking finally the government is seeing that it's ruining not having Twitter here, especially because the company as a whole have acknowledged the fact that they need to play by Nigeria's rule to stay in Nigeria. So what is the point delaying this while Nigeria, suffers, Nigeria and its economy, suffers in the end?
Okay, this is where we'll call it a wrap on this segment of the show. We are not going anywhere. We will be back shortly with something more for you. Don't go anywhere.